morning, happy Friday. I have a new friend. Hormones. Yes, happy Friday. I'm very aware I did not end the vlog yesterday. Basically, we ate tea, we watched this week's Bake Off, and then John and I were just having a chat, sat on the sofa chatting rubbish to each other, which is what we do best. And I was like, oh, do you fancy a brew? Is it too late for a coffee? What's the time? And John looked at his phone and it was like 20 past 12. We go to bed at 11 o'clock. Like lately with Ruben's sleep patterns, I go to bed at like 10:15, 10:30. And we're just sat there chatting rubbish. It's like, right, we need to go to bed. So yeah, it's kind of all like the evening disappeared from us. But yes, John has gone to work, but he's coming back soon. Because today we have Ruben's taster session at nursery. But you don't need my purse. You don't need my purse, cheeky man.
How much?
We're going to go to nursery today.
Bye.
He has no idea what nursery is. Yeah, we're doing a taster session at the nursery, at this nursery that's near John's work. It's like really cute and quite small, and it's quite hard to get into. Like there's a waiting list. Like we had to wait a while. Like we didn't want to put Ruben in nursery yet, but we knew we needed it for December, just because of, you know, other aspects of our life. And Ruben probably could have gone to nursery sooner, but I kind of had issues letting go of being in control of who looked after him, basically. And I know that might sound selfish and might sound weird, but it was just like, he goes to a childminder on a Tuesday, but we've known her for years, and like I know all of her like history, and like she's my friend, and like she used to look after prem babies for the NHS, and she's raised kids of her own. So I'm like, I trust her. Like when I was pregnant and when I had, like, I still do it now, I ask her for advice all the time. I trust that woman. And now I'm going to hand him over to strangers. But they are like Ofsted approved, and they've won awards, and there's a waiting list, so they must be good, and blah, 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 blah. So yeah. He's not going to go full time. At the moment, I think we're kind of thinking it's just going to be Mondays. Because John has Mondays off. And that's his day with Ruben, but in December there are no days off when you have a post office. But yeah, it's a big day. You know, it's been a big week between his first dentist appointment yesterday and today, his taster session at nursery. Obviously, I can't record there for our own safety and because there's other people's children, but I am a bit emotional. Right, I'm going to stop rambling, but yeah, that's our plan. And we're in the car. Ruben has been a pickle. Yeah, Bubba. He's been a bit of a pickle this morning. But we're in the car and we are on the way to his taster session thing. And we're home. And that went really well. Ruben is not my friend. Not my friend. He didn't want to leave. Yeah, very mixed emotions right now. It's like, I know it's the best thing for him. Oh, we've just recently had not a proper Morrison's, like one of those Morrison's corner shop things open up there, so we went there on the way home. Yeah, I know it's like the best thing for Ruben development wise. Like his language has come on so much since we all had COVID, which was hideous, but it was such a blessing because those 2 weeks where it was just the three of us, in this house, not leaving, kind of brought his language on massively. Or it could have just been a coincidence, I don't know. But I just think he loves playing. Like literally, we went in and Ruben just ran in and started playing and joining in. And then they took us to the outside bit, and they've got like one section which is like wet play, and then they had climbing frames, and there's another bit where it was like tractors and ride on bikes and cars and stuff. And he was like, tractor, because it's quite a new word for a tractor. Very new word for us. And then there was a mud kitchen, and he was like, he did not want to go inside, but they like, if, you know, there's small classes, and they try and make sure that if there's one teacher able to do outside, and then there's like a main activity, and then there's another person floating, so if the child doesn't want to do outside stuff and they don't want to do the main activity, they can still go and do Legos or play with the kitchen or whatever. It does seem like it's going to be awesome, but it does feel like it's like, it's what big boys do. Big boys go to nursery. But yeah, he's going to go back and do the afternoon, I think Wednesday. So John, I'll be at work. John will go. I think the plan is for John to go and stay for an hour on Wednesday, and Ruben to do the rest of the afternoon. And then if that goes well, we'll see what happens next. It's all a bit, because now we're like at the top of the waiting list, we can kind of pick and choose what we want, which is really lucky. But yeah, I felt strangely emotional, and I can't really explain it properly, but it went well. It went well. So, Ruben and I had lunch. I'm on the hard stuff, White Monster. Got myself a cheeky meal deal at that little what they call Morrison's Local, and it's like White Monster for the win. Katy wants to come in, so yeah. Ruben and I had lunch. Ruben decided to sit in the dog's water bowl. Both of Ruben and Mummy got covered in water. Ruben and Mummy got changed. That one is still going. I gave the bathroom a blitz. I put a load of whites in a bowl in the bath with that Vanish stuff. I spilt pasta sauce on a white top earlier this week, and I've probably left it too long, but it might work. I mistakenly put Ruben in pale yellow socks to go to his dance class on Wednesday. They came back minging. And this morning, Ruben spilt some of his smoothie down his jammies that are kind of white, creamy colour. So they've all gone in a bowl in the bath with some Vanish stuff for a couple of hours, and then I'll do a whitewash later. Put a load of washing in the washing machine. Bathroom's done, bed's made and sprayed, dishes washed but not put away. I washed a load of bottles and sterilised them. I know I don't have to sterilise at this age, but I still do it like once a week. I just do. And yeah, my friend should be here in about half an hour. And whereas the house is not immaculate, and it never will be, it's been hoovered, it's been dusted. There are toys everywhere. Ruben has taken off his socks 1,000 times this morning or today. But yeah, we are presentable. So it's 10 to 5. Ruben has not napped today. My friend came over, she left at just after 2:30. Yeah, so Ruben hasn't had a nap. My house looks like hell. I have practically no visible carpet. He has tipped over the car a bit, like we've got a tub full of cars, and a tub full of like little people and wooden animals, and a tub full of Lego. And they've all been tipped on the floor, and he is now rubbing his eye like he is exhausted, but it's 10 to 5. So I'm not letting him nap now. You know, our rule of nap is he has to be awake for 4:30 at the very latest. And that would still be deemed a danger nap. So we are not having a nap at 10 to 5. So I need to go over. He doesn't normally eat his tea till 6, but I need to go and cook him a meal, so he's got something in his tummy. But I'm literally going to break my feet if I walk across this floor. Because if you don't get on a Lego, which is kind of, you know, the most painful thing to sit on, I'm going to stand on a little person or a car. It's like the ultimate floor is lava. Fun. Guys, it's quite a bit later now. We've got Classic FM on in the background because it is bonfire night tomorrow, but some idiot's having a firework party tonight and day early. But then we've had them the last 2 weekends and sporadically through the week anyway. The boys the pups have had their medication to keep them calm, but Gilly still cries and Darwin still shakes. Ruben never had a nap, but he fell asleep, did his tea, had bath, and that was probably the easiest he's fallen asleep in months. Just kind of cuddled in and went. There was no rocking or singing. It was just a cuddle and he went to sleep. So yeah, I'm a bit pooped, but I have been looking at Christmas presents online. I'm about to cook tea. And it's tea time, and tonight we've got pasta with meatballs. There is a whole punnet of mushrooms in here, a lot of garlic, red onion and spinach. Obviously it's tomato based sauce. The original plan, this was going to be a pasta bake. I just didn't get to it this afternoon, so I've just done it all on the hob. And I've got a big bowl of cheese to go on top. And that is bedtime. We had tea, we watched the Louis Theroux Judi Dench interview, which was actually really good, but you know, I love both Louis Theroux and Judi Dench, so of course I was going to like it. I think I've come to the realisation I have to take some of these Halloween decorations down tomorrow, but I need to wait until like the 20th of November before I'm putting the Christmas decorations up, so the house is going to look a bit naked for a while. But yeah, I'm going to bed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.